to get the points, it's difficult to get to top 6. So we now rely on the make or break African qualification tournament. And by the way, the previous 4 Olympics, it was the same African qualification tournament we used to get in. We never got in through the world system. We never got in. Traditional tournaments that we have every year will continue. Okay. Lagos International Classics will continue. The Panama Classics will continue. All of the 6 or 7 major tournaments will still continue, which is good. But for the athletes that qualify for the Olympics, what we have said is they need to get out. And that has to be funded by government. There is no private company that is going to bring out the kind of money we need in the notice we have, in the time we have, with the structure of the economy the way it is. So once we qualify an athlete, the NSC, through the Ministry of Sports, has to give the support for whoever qualifies. And what we hope to do is to send them out to Asia.
Okay, that's it. Is George Ashiru not bothered? He's staying focused. He wants to take Nigeria, Team Nigeria, to the Olympics in Rio. Not just qualify, also do big things there. And I think Olawale, that's the way to go, because we don't want all of these disagreements and then grievances here and there.
Yeah, of course, I agree with you. And I like the fact that it's called a relaxed figure. I don't think it's under pressure.
The Grandmaster.
Yes, the Grandmaster, like they call him. So that's the number one thing. And the key thing is that it's gotten the ministry support. Solomon Dalon coming out through the press that he's gotten the support. They don't recognize his... he was impeached, remember, by the board. They said they don't recognize it. And it's very important that we're going to an Olympic year focused, especially when the minister said that we're concentrating on only 8 sports. Taekwondo part of it, definitely. Okay. Taekwondo is sports we have also qualified for. We should be talking about how we should prepare for this one. And I just hope that the house can put itself into order, because Taekwondo looks like a huge medal prospect for us only if we can focus and start preparing.
That's right. I mean, we've done so well. If you want to look at the progress from 2008, when Chika Chukwumerije won that bronze medal in Beijing, till now that we're hearing what we're hearing, Taekwondo has been very admirable.
Yeah, it's been very good so far. And I'm happy this morning wasn't really talking about the distractions. It shows that it's focused. And when you go into Olympic here, you do two things. You look at your medal prospects, and you look at your athletes that should just go there for exposure. And those are the things that we should be focusing on. There are some athletes that are promising, but you know in your hearts that these athletes can't just win medals at this stage, but they need that exposure, they need that experience of the big stage. And I think that's what the federation should be doing now.
That's right.
These are the guys that are in medal range. These are the guys that I know that even if they don't win anything now,
they'll pick lessons,
develop valuable lessons. And in 4 years, the stage fright will not be there when next they go for the major tournament. You know, as it is in football, when there's a promising talent, they just take that player to the Mundial, not necessarily because they want them to play, but for the experience. And I think that's what we should be focusing on. The time is short, really. We can't be talking of training programs. Whatever results you're going to get will be based on what you've been able to do in the last 1 or 2 years. So now it's basically consolidation.
That's right.
That's why I'm happy that all of these issues about one person being impeached and all that are not the things we're talking about right now. The things we're talking about right now, Rio 2016 Olympics and beyond.
That's right. That's right.
If you look at those pictures, you look at the rawness of our athletes and Taekwondo guys. They're so raw. They need plenty of fine tuning. They need plenty of tournaments. I think recently we had the Korean ambassador. So that's a good one. But we need to get more meets for those guys. Before you know it, will start becoming world beaters. But with the rancor at home, the hope is so bleak for us. So bleak.
Well, we just hope. The words of Yemi Adebayo, and of course, even Grandmaster George Ashiru, it's about Taekwondo, it's about Nigeria. It's not about George Ashiru or the other CAM that are aggrieved. Let's just come together. After the Olympics, there's going to be elections, and then whoever wants to come into power is free to do so. So for now, we're pushing aside all of the talks, all of the grievances. We want to focus on the sports and how we can impress at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Let's go on a break now. When we come back, we'll talk about that friendly game that the Super Eagles team had with Angola and the CAF Awards for 2015. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay. Okay, so that's it. Highlights from the friendly game between Nigeria and Angola. For a moment, I thought it was a friendly atmosphere too. When you heard that guy saying, "Don't score," it's a friendly game. That first one entered, referee said, "Retake it," and then he lost. But then the game ended, Nigeria won, Angola won. Good to also see Coach Sunday Olise getting closer with the team as they get ready for the African Nations Championship in Rwanda. Olawale, yes, it was a friendly, but of course, games as this, when you get ready for a tournament, there's so much to learn from them.
A whole lot, because this game also gets us closer to the championship. It gets Sunday Olise closer to what his starting lineup might look like. We saw them against, they played against the University of Pretoria. I talked just yesterday, won that game 3-0. I also heard that those who started the game were the likeliest of guys to start that first game against Niger. They also fouled out against Angola, and it was a good game, although goals far between. The first goal came, I think, in the 4th minute. Bartolome Benegbo before. We also considered a late corner kick, but this game has come at a huge cost for us. Paul Onobi is out.
Wow.
That's the story. Megodi did his hamstring again.
Replaced by Mohamed Usman.
Yeah, and if Paul Onobi is out, Chisom Chikata is out, and you have Adeniji out, due to the same problems, I hear it's muscular problems, then you have to question the fitness of the players, the fitness levels of the players, and we need to be very careful because it's a championship. We haven't won before. Our best outing was bronze under Stephen Keshi. We need to go further. We suddenly say we can start the